Hi everyone, my name is Steven. I'm the Vice President and General Manager of Trakref here at Fexa, and I'm here today to talk to you about HVAC and refrigeration, the changes we're seeing here in 2026, and what facilities management teams can do to get ahead. When it comes down to it, HVAC and refrigeration consistently rank among the highest drivers of facility spend, not just because the equipment is complex, but because refrigerant leaks can turn maintenance issues into compounding cost, compliance, and risk problems when not tightly managed. Because leaks are waste. They're expensive, they lead to downtime, and over time, they don't just impact budgets, they affect operations, brand, and the customer experience. One of the biggest challenges we see isn't that organizations don't care about this, but it's that the data they need to manage it effectively is incomplete or fragmented. Refrigerant information might live in one place, but more often than not, it's delegated to a fragmented group of service providers. Meanwhile, asset data sits in a different system or maybe a static Excel spreadsheet, and then service records could be scattered someplace else entirely. When information is scattered like that, even basic questions become harder to answer, like which assets are regulated, where are leaks happening, how much refrigerant is actually being used across the portfolio. This fragmentation can cause new challenges for facilities teams as they work to adjust their operations to comply with new regulations, such as the AIM Act. Since January 1st, 2026, refrigerant regulations have expanded in two meaningful ways. First, the scope of refrigerants being regulated has increased. The AIM Act now covers HFCs, which are common refrigerants such as R410A and R32. Second, the charge size threshold has dropped significantly. Previously, only assets with a 50-pound charge and up were regulated, whereas under these new rules, the threshold drops to 15 pounds of a regulated HFC in a single circuit. And the stakes are real. Under the AIM Act, non-compliance can result in penalties of up to $60,000 per violation per day. That's a meaningful financial risk for organizations that aren't prepared. But I want to be clear, this isn't just about avoiding fines. Facilities leaders already understand the basic truth. You can't manage what you're not measuring. They've long wanted better visibility into their HVAC and refrigeration assets, like knowing what equipment they have, where they're located, what refrigerants are in use, and which assets are driving the most cost and risk. The AIM Act gives leaders an external reason to prioritize something that already makes good business sense. So the question becomes, where do you actually start? For most organizations, the first practical step doesn't immediately have to be hiring new staff, consultants, or software. It can be as simple as building a basic asset inventory. That means creating a clear and living picture of what HVAC and refrigeration equipment you have across your portfolio, and then understanding which of those assets may fall under current or upcoming regulations. You don't need to be perfect on day one. You just need a starting point. To help with that, we've created a downloadable asset inventory worksheet that teams can use as a simple way to get organized and begin collecting the right information. We also have a detailed blog that walks you through how to think about an effective asset inventory, what information matters most, and how to avoid common pitfalls, all of which you can find on our website at fexa.io. And if you're not sure how exposed your organization might be to these new regulations, or what steps might make the most sense given your portfolio, speaking with one of our experts can help you pressure test your assumptions and understand what applies to you. These new regulations don't have to be overwhelming. I'd encourage leaders to look at this not as a new burden, but as an opportunity to reduce waste, improve visibility, and finally get a handle on one of the most complex and expensive asset categories you manage. Thanks for sticking around. For more information, you can follow Fexa on these platforms or visit fexa.io. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.